as she's very wealthy and I have nothing, of course. And this brings me to the Gabrielle Union situation because there was an article yesterday, or there was something that came out in the Shade Room about Gabrielle Union. For those of you who don't know Gabrielle Union, she's an actress. She's somebody who has been in the movies, and she's now currently married to an NBA player, and she's famous, notoriously famous, for creating a transgender movement in the NBA player's son. Not a child she shared with the man, but a child that the man had with a prior relationship. That's what I'm really going to say she's famous for. But Gabrielle Union came out recently, as of yesterday or something like that, and she posted online that she had the feeling, or she had an entitlement to cheat in her prior relationship. And the reason why she did that is because she felt that she was the one who was the breadwinner. She was making the money, and her husband really wasn't. So she says, if I'm paying all the bills, I should be screwing who I want. This is another classic example of that. So, ladies, I have a question for you, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment below. Do you feel that if you are paying all the bills in the house, that you are entitled to screw who you want? Do you feel that when it comes to relationships, that your loyalty is only dependent on the man's ability to pay the bills in the house? Because if the man doesn't pay the bills in the house, then there should be no reason for you to be loyal to him. If you feel that you have to go to work, you have to come home, and then you have to pay the bills in the house, that gives you the entitlement to cheat, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm sure a lot of people would like to know. If you think otherwise, yeah, let us know too. But my opinion on this is I'm comfortable with that mindset in the woman, simply because the man is no longer the man in the relationship when you allow for that to happen. When you allow for the woman to come into your home, or you move into a woman's house, you allow for the woman to pay the bills in the house. You allow her to take on the pressure of the responsibility of provision. Remember, if you guys have ever watched any of my videos, if you've ever seen anything I've put out there online, you'll know that I've always said this: the three things a man must provide. A man must provide, or three things a man must have in a relationship. One is a man must provide a provision. Second is a man must have patience. So he has to be able to allow the woman and allow the family to grow into what he believes it's going to be. And then the most important part is going to be protection. So he has to be able to provide, be patient, and protect the family, right? So if a man is doing those three things, and now you take the provision piece away and you make that the woman's responsibility, then what you've done is you said, I'm only 2/3 of a man. And then when you really can't provide for your wife, then now there's a question of patience, because now she has to be the one to carry the patience that you guys are going to grow into what it has to be, what the family dynamic is going to look like. When that happens, when she's now in charge of looking at handling the family dynamic from the sense of provision and patience, that reduces you to 1/3 of a man. 1/3 of a man is no man at all. Sorry, I just have to be honest about that. If you are 1/3 of a man in a relationship, you are no man at all, because now you don't provide two out of the three main important things that you should bring to a relationship. Well, all you do is you give one of three, she carries on the other two, so she's allowed to do what she wants. That's my opinion. So no, I'm not against Gabrielle Union for her entitlement to do what she does. I'm not against this woman for doing what she does. What I'm against is the man and his weakness, for him expecting the woman to be traditional in her mindset and traditional in her ways, while he wants to be a modern weak man. Not acceptable, man. Sorry. So if a lot of you guys don't want to watch my videos anymore, or not subscribe, don't give two shits. I'll be very honest with you, because at the end of the day, the fact is this: is you as a man have to be held accountable. And if you can't be held accountable as a man, then you can't expect the woman to give you what you want. I'm not doing this for sound bites. I'm not doing this for views, and I can care less about what the repercussions of this is, because at the end of the day, nothing really changes in my life, because I'm a man. I provide, I protect, and I have patience for my household to become what I want my household to be. You, on the other hand, you have the decision to make. You can either provide, protect, and be patient in your household, or you can put the responsibility of provision and patience on your wife and then expect her to be loyal to you. Good freaking luck. I hope she cheats. I hope she meets guys like myself or my friends, and we can gladly pass her around and send her back to you happy. And she's going to be very happy when she comes home. Like he said, she's extremely happy, right? And she's going to be more caring to you. She's going to show you a lot of love, and she's going to be extremely caring, and she's going to show you more patience, because you know what? Because her pipes have been unclogged, thanks to us. So if you want to have any sense in your head, I would highly, highly suggest that you make sure that you stick to your purpose. You're on your purpose, and now you can do those 3 P's that I've always mentioned in all my videos, which is be patient, which building your family into what it has to be, provide for your family like you should, and most importantly, make sure you protect your family. So to the end of this idiot asked if he needs a lawyer. No, I don't think you need a lawyer. I think you need to go ahead and make sure that she can have her fun. She's wealthy, you have nothing. If you leave her, you're going to struggle, you're going to suffer because you're lazy. She's younger than you. She's 27 and you're 34. And you still have nothing at 34 years old. So you're lazy and you have nothing going for yourself. And because you are that kind of a person, what's going to happen is the next woman you deal with, if she, for any reason, you're attractive enough for her to at least have the initial desire to use you as a figurehead in the relationship, so people can say, oh, look, she was able to find a man to marry and a man to be stable with. If for any reason she goes ahead and goes outside of that and does that with you, she's going to screw around too. She's going to screw around with the guys who are more alpha, who have more power, and who have the ability to make decisions better than you can. She's going to go with the guy who's more hardworking, who's focused on his purpose, who knows exactly what he wants. That's what she's going to go with. She's not going to stick with you. So in all fairness, let's just say, don't waste your time, buddy. Stay with her or go out there and continue to suffer, because if any judge that awards you alimony or awards you any kind of support doesn't deserve to be a judge. That's pathetic. They should send your lazy ass out in the marketplace and tell you to go find a freaking job. That's a fact. So again, you're saying you don't want anything from her. Good for you. I expect you not to want anything from her because you have no respect for yourself. In the same breath, so that's where you are now, according to him. He wanted to post to let other people know this stuff is possible, that even though you could fully trust, bro, you're a joke. Even though you could fully trust someone, they can have the capability to lie straight to your face. If I didn't see her phone, I didn't think I would have never known it, or if she was smart enough to actually permanently delete her news with her boss. Okay, so again, back to what I said. She just got caught, unfortunately, but I'm very sure she's been screwing around on you for a long time. She's happier when she screws around on you. She's more caring and more loving. You should be happy because you are a female. Your job is to stay at home and take care of the home. And your job is to be okay with accepting certain things, because that's what a lot of you men would say the traditional woman should be, right? The traditional woman should be the one who stays home, who cares for the children, who accepts if the high value man is able to cheat. But then you turn around and you want to date a woman who is making significantly more than you, who is caring for the household, who is carrying on the burden of being in the masculine position in the relationship, but yet you want her to have those traditional values and allow you to go be the man outside. Bro, you are extremely delusional and you should stop wasting people's time. Go ahead and get back in the bedroom and just cry your eyes out if you need to. And when you're done, clean up the house and make sure she has something to eat and she has food and she is as happy as she can be. Because the minute she stops paying those bills, you have nothing for yourself. You are just like all the people who talk about the housewives. You're just like those housewives. You should be worried because you hope that the person you're with is going to constantly continue to provide for you because you refuse to try to provide for yourself. A housewife at least has the reason as to why she doesn't go out to provide for herself, because the housewife at least is doing a full-time job in form of raising the children. You, on the other hand, you're not rearing any children, you're not making any children out of your body, and then worst of all is you're just living off your 27-year-old wife's sweat equity. Pathetic, sir. So again, I hope this woman definitely leaves you. It'd be great if she gets a chance to leave you first for somebody who is, significantly more of an upgrade than you are. And if she's the kind of woman who believes in dating down, which a lot of women are forced to do not because they have to date down, it's because now a lot of men are really weak and are really in their feminine position. So a lot of women have to deal with those type of men. And if you are one of those women that prefer to date down and you want to cheat, just be smart about it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying absolutely. Screw whoever you can screw, make yourself happy, just like Gabrielle Union. Don't apologize for it. And then just make sure that you do just like you would want the man to do. Don't bring any outside babies into the house. Don't bring any pregnancy. So definitely don't get pregnant by any of these guys. And then most importantly, just make sure that you are completely protected, right? Protect yourself from STDs or from any of the things that could potentially blow back into the household. Do it. You earned that. He wants to be a stay-at-home husband. You earn the right to go ahead and bang who you can bang. You want to be a nurse and you want to marry somebody who's a taxi driver that doesn't want to do much for himself, and he's 60 years old and he's a taxi driver. Meanwhile, you spent 30, 40 years as a nurse. Bang who you can bang. He doesn't deserve your loyalty. That's right. I said it. But like I said, if you don't want to watch my videos or unsubscribe, fine, go for it. I don't care. But the fact still remains this, is you can't claim to be a man looking for a traditional woman, and then you want to put the pressure of provision and patience on your woman, and then all you want to do is bring protection to the home. You bring one of three things that you're supposed to do. You put the burden of two out of those three things on her, but then you expect her to go ahead and still be the woman of the household. Absolutely not, sir. You lost me on that one. All right, so this is another great reaction. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. See you guys soon. Peace.